Manga spoilers ahead! Our first death happens by the hands of Mahito as he kills Mekamaru right before the Shibuya incident. Escaping death twice, Hanami wasn't going to be so lucky the third time as we see Gojo obliterating her to smithereens. If you're strong, you never have to brag about it, so rest in peace to the grasshopper taken out by Yuji at the Shibuya station. We get the confirmation that Sugeru Geto died by the hands of Gojo back at the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero prequel, when Geto failed to take down Yuta Akotsuku. This revelation happens when Gojo, now captured in the prison realm, confronts Geto, in which Geto unzips the top of the head, revealing a brain with teeth, laughing, known as Kenjaku, but for the sake of this video, we'll refer to him as Pseudo Geto. Megumi and Yuji join forces to take down Jiro Awasaka while Ino confronts Ogami and her grandson. Ogami summons Toji Zen'in into her grandson, but Toji's soul overpowers her grandson. Then Toji defies Ogami and well... We see Mei and her little brother Wee Wee join forces to take down Pseudo Geto's special grade disease curse, Smallpox Deity, in arguably the most appropriate battle falling on this Shibuya Halloween day. We have Dagon facing off against Maki, Naobito, and Nanami. Dagon enclosed all of them in his domain expansion where they fought on a tropical island. Megumi shows up clashing his domain expansion against Dagon's while attempting to escape with the sorcerers, but that's when Toji, unannounced, makes a visit. He takes Maki's cursed tool, using it to take down Dagon. Moments later, Jogo shows up holding the remains of Dagon. Angered, he engulfs Naobito, Maki, and Nanami in flames. Naobito died. Maki miraculously survived, but sadly will suffer from severe burn marks for the rest of her life. And Nanami, well, we'll get to him later. Jogo feeds Itadori 10 fingers, awakening Sukuna. As a thanks, Sukuna asks Mimiko and Hanako what they want. They ask to free Sugeru Geto from the clutches of Kenjaku, but taking this as a demand, he murders both of them on the spot. Then looking directly at Jogo, he offers a wager in which if Jogo can land a single hit on Sukuna, he'll do as he pleases. The two begin to battle in which Sukuna bests him with his own flame technique. Megumi faces off against his father. After dodging one of Toji's attacks, he asks Megumi his name, to which Megumi mentions it. Proud that his son chose Fushiguro over Zen'in, Toji stabs himself in the head with Megumi completely oblivious to the fact that he was battling his own father. Sukuna uses his domain expansion Malevolent Shrine against Megumi's most powerful Shikigami known as Maharanga. One key thing to note in this battle is that Sukuna admits that if Megumi summoned Maharanga back in their first encounter, he may have lost. After the battle, Sukuna sees Haruta, telling him to run off, in which we see Haruta's body split in half by the hands of Nanami, back when they fought earlier in chapter 100. Speaking of Nanami, Nanami has somehow survived Jogo's earlier attack. Knocking on death's door, we see Nanami taking out plenty of transfigured humans. A familiar hand touches Nanami's chest, revealing to be Mahito. Itadori arrives on time to witness Mahito destroy Nanami's upper body in what is arguably the biggest and most devastating loss from the entire arc. Pour one out for the homie, everyone. Can't wait to see Anime's Only's reaction to this. Angered, Yuji begins to battle Mahito. During this battle, we learn how Mahito splits himself into two with his other half battling Nobara. Then, we see Mahito switching places with his other half, landing a direct hit on Nobara's left eye, which blows up in front of Yuji. The arc makes it seem like she's dead, and even in the current story, her situation is still MIA. However, I don't really think Geke Akutami would kill her off so early. Personally, I think Nobara is going to make a reveal at some point during the Calling Game arc, but I'm curious to hear your guys' opinion about Nobara in the comments down below. In any case, in the final moments of the arc, Yuji defeats Mahito's final form, mastering Black Flash at will. As Mahito begins to crawl away from Yuji, he runs into Pseudo Geto asking for help. Instead, we see Geto suck up Mahito in a sphere, consuming him. Now, Mahito may be extracted into Geto's body, presumably dead, but if you can recall from the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero prequel, when Toji faced off against Geto and beat him, Toji decided against killing him because he wasn't sure what would happen if all of the curses inside Geto's body would die along with him or simply release. And because of that, I don't think Mahito is gone for good, but that's just me speculating. In any case, going off of what we know for now, Mahito is out of the picture, and that was everyone who died in the Jujutsu Kaisen Shibuya Incident Arc.